Okay, Dr. Moore, Uncivilized Vitality. This is a quick packing video for the upcoming overnight canoe trip we're going to be doing in May of this year. So if you look down here, looks like a lot of gear, but this is just going to be my personal gear for the trip, and I've got a lot of extra gear for the group, so I'm going to go over that here in a minute. So first thing we're going to talk about is our body temperature and our shelter, or our covering, or our cloth system. So sleeping at night, that's basically what I want to do. I'm going to be able to keep this stuff dry. So I've got this blue reflective space blanket that my gear is laid out on. That'll get folded up and go in my bag. I'm bringing just a small Z-Rest folder to sleep on. If you don't have a sleeping pad, we have them in the storehouse, and we can loan those out for the trip. And secondarily, I'm bringing a small sleeping bag or a lightweight blanket, and I'm bringing a second blanket, or my wool patoo. So between the two of those and that sleeping pad and the space blanket, I should be warm enough at night. Now, to make sure I'm warm enough at night, when I get there, I will have a dry pair of socks to put on, and I've got a lightweight pair of long pants to wear, and an extra pair of shorts if I need them. So I am bringing some extra clothes. On the rare outside it gets super cold, to prevent some hypothermia, I do have an extra shirt, or in this case a dry vest, to put on. So I have an extra dry layer to put on that night if we spend all day wet in the river. I have a towel of sorts. I'm bringing a little towel with me. I can use this for a pillow at night. I can dry off. It's an extra piece of clothing in case I had to change again. And a pair of work gloves. We're going to be handling firewood. Watch out for poison ivy or spiders or other dangers. Good to have a pair of gloves with you. For my origami list, I have a wool buff, or a cotton kerchief, or even a small thin wool hat to put on at night. I'll be wearing my Boonie hat during the day to keep the sun off me, and probably my kerchief around my neck to protect from the sun, but then at night I'll want something warm to sleep in besides just this hat. So I have a woolen buff. I have, of course, my official Uncivilized Turtles green silk. I'll probably wear this around my neck during the day, or use that for an extra layer of warmth. And then I've got a cotton shemagh, which is about 40 by 40, big piece of cotton. I probably wear this dipped in the river around my neck and shoulders during the day. In case of rain, I do have packed my poncho, or a rain jacket, or even just a drum liner, a 55-gallon garbage bag, 55-gallon drum liner. That's kind of a thick plastic. We have these available too. I could use that as an emergency poncho, or if the ground is wet, I could sit on that. I can use that also to keep my gear packed and dry in the canoe. I could also sleep under this poncho at night, but I will be providing some large tarp shelters for all of us to sleep in. I've got my extra shelter, my tarp and pitch kit, in case for some reason, something happens to the other tarps and we need it. I'm going to have my 24-foot buddy line with me. I can use this for pitching my tarp. We might use this in the river. I got a little cord, little hank of bank line in case we need some more cordage. I will be wearing some sandals while we're in the canoe during the day, or some lightweight tennis shoes. And then my tennis shoes will probably go in my bag, so I have something dry to wear around in camp at night, or I'll just wear the sandals. I have a bag of food, plenty of snacks, and meal for the evening. And of course, to complement that, I have my canteen. This is about a 40-ounce clean canteen, so I can purify or boil water. And I have my cup to boil and purify water, and or to enjoy a hot drink out of at night. And the lid to this is in my food bag, along with my spoon and my little salt shaker. If we don't have time to purify water, I will have a life straw in the group, and we will have a filter for the group, so we can pump fresh water. I will have my belt knife with me instead of an axe. I have a small folding saw instead of a large saw, because we're only going to have a small fire to heat wood. We won't need it for warmth. We'll probably pack a couple others. And then I'm just bringing a small hand trowel for personal duty out in the woods. We'll probably pack the full-size trowels or shovels, maybe another saw or axe. I don't think we'll need an axe, but at least another saw with the group, so you don't have to worry about that. I will have a compass and a map of the section of river that we're on. I have a little fire kit to start, and I will need a personal light or headlamp, some extra batteries. So that's about it for personal gear. A couple extra things. I'll have this little orange tub, and in that I keep my phone for cameras and videos on the trip, and the extra phone charger and the cords and such. So it's just an electronics bundle. And then because I wear contact lenses, I'm going to throw a pair of goggles in case I get in the river and we want to swim around. Other than that, I'll probably pack another bottle of water just so I have a couple liters to start out during the day early before we have to stop and pump water. So you'll need most of this gear individually, but that'll be about it. We can get by with one saw if you don't bring a small belt knife and your small folding personal knife, which is actually in my belt kit, or will be on me. That's in the house with my multi-tool. Between the other saw with the group and the shovel, we won't need any extra tools. If you don't have a buddy line, we'll loan one out. Drum liners, space blankets, sleeping pads, extra blankets, we'll have all that with us with the group gear. So you'll just need really to focus on dry clothes to sleep in, personal hydration, water gear, food. This is my toiletries bag. I got my wipes, my toothbrush, contact lenses, any extra meds or boo-boo kit stuff I need in here. I will also be carrying a med bag. All of my gear is going to go inside this water pouch, and this will roll down, take up maybe 25-30 liters of space when all my gear is in there, about this size. And I will have a secondary bag, which will be the extra group gear, like the life straw, the compass, the extra blanket, the saw, the full med kit, and an extra shelter kit, just in case we need it. So those will be the two bags. Everything should fit in there. If you're not going this time, make sure you sign up for one of our future events, and you can have a lot of fun out there with us. Like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share the channel, make some comments. What else? I think that's about it. Tom will fix the rest of that when he gets this produced. So that's all I got. See you later.